I gave you my heart.
Hi guys, so welcome back sa ating YouTube channel. So ito na yung ating pangatlong lesson para sa ating random variable. So in this topic or in this video, pag-uusapan natin yung discrete random variable. So we start with 4.3.1, the probability mass function. So importante itong probability mass function na to. So hindi kasi sa lahat ng oras, ako napansin nyo, no? So, from previous lesson, pinag-usapan natin is yung probability distribution table. Okay? So, note na yung probability na yan, tama, nakuha natin yan. So, out of the juncture, kung paano natin kinukuha natin yung normal probability, ganun natin kinukuha yan. Pero, ang totoo, dito sa random variable, meron siyang tinatawag na probability mass function. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Kumbaga, may function na kumukuha dyan. Kumbaga, may function ako para sa probability. Kung alam nyo, kung naalala nyo, si random variable, sabi ko siya ay function na kung saan siya yung set of numbers galing sa pre-image o yung event natin dati. Kumbaga, siya yung number based sa event. Ngayon, pagdating naman sa probability, yung probability, kinuha natin dati normal o last time sa video na kinuha lang natin is normal. Kung paano natin kunin yung normal probability. So now, dito, meron humahawak din doon or meron din nagko-contain sa kanya. Kumbaga, meron din pwedeng kumuha sa kanya. Or I guess parang formula para sa kanya. So that is the probability mass function o mas kilala as PMF. Okay, so a random variable that can take on at most accountable number of possible values is said to be discrete. So ito yung una. So paano natin masasabi siyang discrete? A random variable that can we take at most accountable number of possible values is said to be discrete. Ano ibig sabihin ng countable numbers? For example, ang random variable niya is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 10. So that is discrete. Pero pag ang number niya is 0 to n, okay, that is not discrete, that is continuous. Ano sinabi, that is 0 to up to infinity, that is still continuous. Tapos, ano pa pinagkaiba? Pag continuous, possible, andun yung decimal. Kino-consider mo pa yung decimal na random variable. So, dito, hindi. So, wala ditong decimal na tinutukoy. So, again, ayun yung pinagkaiba nila. Now, ito yung sabi, for a discrete random variable x. So, since discrete random variable lang yung pinag-uusapan natin, again, yung discrete random variable is a type of random variable. So, random variable na define ko na. So, may dalawang klase ng random variable. Discrete random variable and the continuous random variable. So, in this chapter, ang pag-focus lang talaga natin is si discrete random variable. So, sa next term pa natin, pag-uusapan yung continuous kasi more on integral siya. So, talagang pinaghiwalay ko siya para hindi kayo malito totally. So, again, for a discrete random variable x, we define the probability mass function P of A of x by P of A is equal to probability of x is equal to A. Okay, so, ayan siya. Kumbaga, si P of A, depend, again ha, ito lang, the P of A is equal to probability of x equal to A. So, tama naman tayo. Ito yun. So, ginawa ko from previous time. Ngayon, ang sinasabi lang niya, yung PMF natin is a function. So, pwede siyang recursive formula. O, not just recursive. So, para siyang recursive formula or just a formula. Okay, or simply a function. A function or a formula na kung saan, for example, P of A. So, substitute ko lang siya doon. So, yun yung parang value si X. Kumbaga, parang domain yung parang domain yung event, parang domain yung random variable natin o yung values ng random variable natin. I-insert natin kay PMF, lalabas yung probability. Yun lang yung tinutukoy ko dito. So, again, siya yung parang formula or parang, kumbaga, function na gagamitin natin. So, for any value of X or random variable natin. So, tandaan yan. So, now proceed tayo dun agad sa ating discussion about dito. So, tuloy ko lang. Punta tayo sa kanyang definition or sa mga example, example, tapos apply natin yung mga natutunan natin lately or sa mga previous video. So, example, so number 1, the probability mass function of a random variable x is given by P of I is equal to C lambda raised to I over I factorial. For I is equal to 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, dot. Okay, where lambda is some positive values. So again, wala tayong pakialam kay lambda, basta alam mo siya some positive values. Okay, so sabi niya, find the probability at x is equal to 0, find the probability of x is less than or equal to 3, find the probability of random variable x is greater than 2. Okay, so apply din natin yung nasa unang video, yung mga notation na tinuro ko, together with the probability mass function. So again, sulat natin yung PMF natin dito. So note that the PMF natin, so yung P of I is equal to C lambda raised to I C lambda raised to I over I factorial. So medyo nakakalito, no? For I is equal to 0 up to that something. So hindi natin alam kung saan siya lalabas. So ngayon, ang unang tanong for letter A. So for letter A, find yung probability ng x is equal to 0. So by definition ng probability mass function, this is just equal sa P of 0 na maliit. Tama? So palit natin doon sa PMF. So this is just equal sa C lambda raised sa 0 all over 0 factorial. Okay, note that lambda raised to 0 is just 1. So this is 0, C times 1 all over 0 factorial is 1, which is equal sa C. So therefore, the probability of x is equal to 0 is 1. Is C, sorry. Okay, so yan yung kanyang probability. So napakadali. Okay, next is letter B. Napaka-basic. So letter B. So what is the probability of x is less than or equal to 3. So, obvious, alam nyo yung gagawin dito, no? Sir, this is just equal sa probability ng x plus, x is equal to 0 kasi yun yung pinakamaliit from 0, 1, 2 up to something plus probability ng x is equal to 1 plus probability ng x is equal to 2 plus probability ng x is equal to 3. So, therefore, this is just equal sa P of 0 plus P of 1 plus P of 2 plus P of 3. Okay, then insert lang natin sa formula. This is just C lambda raised sa 0 over 0 factorial plus C lambda raised sa 1 over 1 factorial. So, huwag kayo malito sa sinasabi ko. C times lambda raised sa 2 over 2 factorial plus C lambda raised sa 3 over 3 factorial. Okay, so therefore, this is just, we all know that this is just C plus, this is C lambda na lang, kasi 1 factorial is 1. Then this is just plus C lambda square all over 2 factorial is 2 plus C lambda cube over 3 factorial is 6. Kasi 3 times 2 times 1 is 6. Okay, so therefore, ito yung ating probability. So therefore, the probability of x is less than or equal to 3 is something na ito. So for some lambda positive integers. Or positive values, not positive integers rather. Okay, lastly, kunin natin yung ating letter C. So, letter C, the probability of x is greater than 2. Okay, so ito yung hindi ko nasabi sa inyo. Kung napansin mo, ang sabi niya, what is the kumbaga, siya, yung values ng ating random variable I o nung x natin, so yung mga random variable natin, is magbabari from 0, 1, 2, 3, up to something. Kumbaga, continue siya. Hindi natin alam kung saan matatapos. Okay, so hindi ko naman sinasabing totally continuous random variable to. Discrete pa rin yan. Kasi bakit? Walang decimal na nag-exist. Kumbaga, mga whole number siya. So actually, whole number kasi from 0 to 1, 2, 3, up to something. So hindi natin alam. Ngayon, kung papakuha ko to, hindi ka matatapos. Bakit, sir? Pwedeng umabot ka sa probability of x is equal to 999 billion. Tapos isa rin aabot sa mas malaki doon, quintillion pa. Okay? So, sir, ano pong gagawin namin pag ganito yung case? Pwede mong kunin yung kanyang probability. So, note na pwede mong kunin yung kanyang complement. So, again, pwede mong kunin yung complement nito. So, ano ba yung complement ng probability ng event? So, kung naaalala nyo, ang probability ng A complement is equal to 1 minus probability of A. Okay, so similar dito, kung i-complement ko yung x greater than 2, so ulit meron tayong parang proposition dito, kunyari x greater than 2. So kung i-complement ko yung event na yan, ano yung complement niya? Ang complement nito is x less than or equal to 2. Tama? Kung x is greater than 2, ang complement niya o yung kanyang negation, something na ganun, is x is less than or equal to 2. So meaning, anong ibig sabihin nito? Pag in-apply natin yung rule ng probability, this is just equal sa 1 minus the probability of x less than or equal to 2. So ngayon, ito yung tanong. Sir, what if po greater than or equal to 2 to? Kung greater than or equal to 2, magiging less than lang to, syempre. Okay, tandaan yun. Again, kung greater than or equal to 2 lang to, magiging less than lang to. Okay, so, sir, possible din po ba yan sa less than? Yes, possible din sa less than yan or sa gantong side. Sir, paano? Kung hindi mo naman alam kung saan yung pinakamaliit. So, for example, nag-start sa 99 up to something pababa, tapos hindi mo naman alam kung totally kung saan yung pinakamaliit. Kasi wala naman distinction na sinabi na yung random variable start sa 0. Okay, so, dyan tayo. Okay, so therefore, this is just equal sa 1 minus, ano yung P of, this is probability. So this is probability ng x is equal to 0 plus probability ng x is equal to 1 plus probability ng x is equal to 2. Okay, lastly, this is just 1 minus, so probability ng x equal to 0, nalagay ko naman na dito, no? So solve ko na lang din. C lambda raised to 0 over 0 factorial, kahit pa ulit-ulit sa sir. Then plus C lambda raised to 1 over 1 factorial plus C lambda raised to 2 over 2 factorial. So basically, this is just equal sa 1 minus C lambda minus C lambda square over 2. So distribute ko na yung negative. So therefore, ito yung kanyang sagot. Okay, so hoping na nagets mo yung idea na yan. So now, let's have number 2. So the PMF of x is defined by P of x is equal to x over 4. So given yung probability mass function ng ating random variable x, that is x over 4. So consider the probability distribution table below. So sabi na x is 1. So the random variable that takes is 1, 2, 3. Hanggang dyan lang. Then the P of x is just C, 1/4 and 3/4. So meaning may isang C dyan. So now find C so that it satisfies the property of probability distribution table. And that will be find the probability of 1 less than x less than equal to 3. So again, ano yung kailangan natin gawin para mahanap si C or si A? So kung napansin mo, may property tayo, no? So by property, so by 2, we all know that the summation for I is equal to 1 up to 3 ng P of x sub I is equal to 1. Okay? So since tatlo lang siya. So since by number 2, alam natin na lagi yung sum niya. So therefore, this is just P of x. So this is just P of 1. So this is just P of 1 plus P of 2 plus P of 3 is equal to 1. Whereas P of 1 is C plus P of 2 is 1/4 plus P of 3 is 3/4. Okay, is equal to 1. And then this is just C plus 1 is equal to 1, whereas C is equal to 0. So therefore, the value of C is 0, which is possible naman. Kasi sabi ko nga, yung P of x or P of x sub I is greater than or equal to 0. Or it is between 0 and 1. So pwede siya mag-0. So tama lang na C is 0. Okay, so now, let us determine letter B. So for letter B, para sa last, what is the probability of 1 is less than x less than or equal sa 3? So obviously, ano yung probability na x greater than 1? That is 2. So since hindi kasama si 1, mag-i-start ka sa probability ng x is equal to 2 plus probability ng x is equal to 3. So this is just equal sa, syempre given na, so parang wala pa lang dating, no, naglagay pa ako ng probability mass function, hindi ko naman ginamit. So this is just equal sa probability ng x is equal to 2. This is just equal sa x is equal to 2, that is ano yan, that is parang mali nga ako sa lansang pero okay na yan. So probability ng x is equal to 2 is 1/4 kasi yun yung nakalagay sa distribution table natin, plus probability ng x is equal to 3 is 3/4. So this is just 1. So ito yung kanyang sagot. So guys, parang wala talagang sense to kasi parang na-violate niya sa rule Kumbaga yung table, probability distribution table siya, hindi lang niya nagamit si P of x. Kumbaga parang hindi siya yung define para dito. So kamali lang siguro ako naglagay or mali lang yung book na pagkopyahan ko. Okay? So that's all in this video. So again, in this video pinag-usapan na natin si probability mass function. So next naman natin is the expected value o yung average probability natin.